Yes, guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Coach Indy here. We're on episode 2 of coaching words and phrases. Now, if you missed episode 1, not a problem. I'll leave a link in the description below. You can watch it before or after episode 2. They're not linked. It's just about advancing your knowledge, making yourself more educated. So in episode 2, we're looking at 2 separate coaching words and phrases. The first one is called drop and drag. It's not the most common. I do explain the reasons why in this video, so you have to wait to find out. And the second one is very, very common. It's called inverted wingers. And that is, like I said, very, very common. A lot of teams in world football in the Premier League do use inverted wingers. Before we dive into the video itself, if you haven't subscribed to our channel already, please do so. We encourage more subscribers every single day to join our journey. Without further ado, let's dive into today's video. Today we're looking at drop and drag, which today is uncommon. There is some teams that still do it. So how it works is you can have 2 players that play up front together, and that's why it's sort of uncommon these days. A lot of teams seem to play with 1 up top, or they play 1 striker with 2 narrow sort of inverted wingers, if you like. But a couple of teams that do sort of play this way, not all the time, but sometimes. You had Manchester United do it more recently with Cavani and Ronaldo. You had Chelsea do it with Lukaku and Werner. And then more regularly, you probably kind of see, maybe less so this season, but you normally see Burnley do it with Chris Wood and Barnes, or Chris Wood and another. And also Uruguay do it with Cavani and Suarez. So what's going to happen is, the purpose of this drill, the setup is the Reds are the team out of possession. So we're not going to concentrate on them too much, but the purpose of this scenario is they're kind of in a mid-block and they're not going to be pressing too much until they cross the halfway line. And then the Greens are the team in possession, and that's what we're going to focus on. So the 10 and the 9, there's your 2 strikers. So the 5's going to start with the ball. He's going to just pass it to his fullback in the 2 here. Now we're looking for is a bit of movement from the number 10. So the 10's going to drop in here. That's the first part. Now the decision's got to be made from the 6. Does he drop in and go mark, or does he pass them on? 4's locked on there and the 8's locked on there, so he can't sort of do that. So he's going to go into that position here, and all of a sudden there's a giant space for the 9 to exploit. So he's going to drag the 5 into this space as the pass has been made. So very much a channel type ball into this space. And then after that, you might have, you know, an 8 midfield runner running into here. You might have the 11 going into here, the 7 supporting as well. And that's just a simple movement just to sort of disorganise the back line of the opposition. Another scenario of drop and drag would be, just move that one there, is slightly further up the pitch, and obviously there's less space for the Greens to exploit. So we're still working with the Greens, the Reds obviously are out of possession. We're now just in the opposition half. So this scenario that I've created here is the fullback's got the ball. What's going to happen is he's going to roll it into the 7. As the 7's got the ball there now, the 10 is going to just drop into these half spaces in here. He's going to look for the ball, going to suck in the 6. Obviously at this stage here, the 3 would be engaging slightly as he comes across. Now we're in the opposition half, you might be looking to press and be aggressive and compact. So anyway, that 10 drops into here, the 6 comes in, and all of a sudden now, from a slightly deeper position, the 7 might think about crossing the ball. So now, the 9 may make a run in here, looking for a run at that sort of pomo position. The ball comes in, and then maybe you get a volley or a header on goal as well.
So in this clip here, you'll see Luis Suarez drop into the pocket, suck out a centre half, and then also create some space where the centre half and the striker was. This allows the opposite striker, which is Cavani, to go and attack the space once the ball's been passed out wide. Once the ball's been passed out wide, the wide player's now got to make a decision. Can he cross the ball in and allow this sort of striker going to attack the ball at the front post?
That's kind of how drop and drag works in a sort of a higher scenario, higher up the pitch. So today we're looking at how to play as an inverted winger and what it actually looks like. We're actually playing a 1-4-3-3 formation. Okay, so if you rewind back to say maybe 15 years ago, a typical left winger, i.e. the number 11, would be a left-footed player, and a typical right-footed winger would be a right-footed player. And typically what they would do is maybe they'll pick up the ball from, say, a left-back, for example, pick up the ball, and they'll look to maybe just go on a bit of a mazy against the opposition fullback, and then look to cross the ball you know, and then look for maybe a number 9 to go and finish it off, you know, someone like a Ryan Giggs, for example, right? How the game's evolved, you might have, I think it started happening maybe about 10 to 15 years ago when you had the likes of Di Maria playing over here and you had Cristiano Ronaldo playing on this side. So you've now got the opposites. That's what an inverted winger is. You've got a left wing player with their dominant foot being right, and on the opposite, a right wing player with their dominant foot being on the left side. So, and the difference with that is now these types of players. So we use Jack Grealish or a Son, for example, on the left wing. They try and pick up the ball and actually run towards goal and, you know, face there, fall back up in this position here, and then maybe look to get a curl shot into the far corner, right? And likewise on the right side, Mo Salah's another one, but his is slightly different. He likes to pick up the ball in a wide position, so he's touching the whites here. He might link up with Bobby Firmino, play a sort of a 1-2 if you like. So he's made that run in there, and then he's kind of in this type of position, and then again looking to shape one into that far corner, or maybe from a bit closer in. So they're the kind of different, there's sort of subtle changes over the years in terms of a wide player. Now sort of inverted wingers are a really, really common way to play. Look at Man City, look at Liverpool, Spurs, Arsenal, Manchester United. There's lots of teams across, not just the Premier League, but across wide football. These players like to face the fullback up and look to score themselves.